left the bouillon cube. Hey, that's the way the bouillon flies. You remember bouillon flies? They were bad last year.
I thought there was pigs
They were
flying.
horrible. The bouillon flies.
Terrible.
You couldn't go outside without. It wasn't going any further than this routine is. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing good. You?
Doug Patterson, Larry Bly, and we're
cooking cheap today. And always.
I think we get the witch in here, so we can get some direction as to what we're doing. Why don't you read the letter?
Oh, I'd love to. There she goes. Boom. Oh,
we have got to get that boy some cough drops.
She almost fell right out. Oh, I have new specs. Aren't you proud?
You really do. They look really
Thank
on you. They look marvelous.
Dear television cooks, aren't you guys the ones who... I should have brought my old ones. Aren't you...
He's blind as a bat.
Oh, there it is. Aren't you guys the ones who messed up my engine block down at the service station on the corner one day? I don't think so.
Was that us?
If so, you cook like you fix cars badly.
No, that's terrible. That's a nasty
How do you get into this TV cooking stuff anyway? The little lady and I would like to have our own cooking show. Is this from Doris and Harold? We'd like to have our own cooking show, and no one could do it worse than you two.
Oh, what? How terrible. Who writes these letters?
By the way, would you please fix something on the show? Arnell and Susie Sink. From Bonsack.
Bonsack, Virginia.
Well, I always thought that was a joke.
We haven't gotten a letter. Oh, no, there really is a Bonsack. It's right outside of town. It's a very lovely little spot. Arnell and Susie Sink of Bonsack, Virginia. Yeah, especially Susie. Good friend.
She's sinking.
So anyway, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, whatever that means, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to do orange chicken stir-fry.
Well, I'm doing
stir-fry.
Apricot orange soup.
And
Doesn't that sound good?
Lovely Doris is going to be here in a few minutes, and she has done something called a pink cloud drink. That's not it? Is that what you've done?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be here.
Oh, you're not going to be here? Why?
Oh, we have a guest star.
Well, we didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, we just don't. You know,
Doris got huffy on us.
Well, you know what happened? Well, I thought that was the problem. I thought she really was walking out. You know, the problem was I missed the rehearsal.
I did too, obviously.
So I don't know what's going on the show because I missed the rehearsal this afternoon. But hey, it's okay. We're going to pull it off somehow. Orange chicken stir fry. Go ahead.
Okay. Mine takes 3 minutes, so I'll be gone. I'll be with Doris.
Well, if you're not here, Doris isn't here.
It's the Larry Bly
What
Show.
What good is it?
You take 2 cans. Now, here, Larry, here's my argument of the day. How come when they send in these recipes, they tell you 17 ounces and you cannot find a can of 17 ounces?
Well, because a lot of the recipes are old recipes, and we've gone to a whole new system of packaging since a lot of these recipes were done.
Like I said,
you know, and it's the food industry. What they've done is, they've put more air and less product.
Okay.
That's not.
Well, I could only find 15 point something or other cans of apricots. Take a can of apricot halves, pour one of those right in the old blendor. And
I noticed you brought your own blender.
I did because, no.
And drain it first. Reserve
liquid.
I'm
putting the liquid in here because it says liquid. I mean, this is reserve liquid. And you take 1 can, you do not put the apricots in right now. So just drain it because they're yelling at me about drainage.
Did you just make a mistake, Doug?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
So don't start with me.
I didn't. Miss Doris, who's ready to smack both of us within tomorrow, is over here yelling at you.
Oh, well.
She'll keep you on the straight and narrow path. You know.
Well, now, here's my newest new toy, which I love. I've never zested before.
Oh, I have a zester that Mr. Johnson gave me years ago. I love it.
It is a gas.
They're terrific. They really are.
I am telling you, you take an orange and you're going to get a teaspoonful of orange zest. So I'm just going to be doing zesting for a bit.
Oh, we want to see you zest. Put your arms up where we can see. There you are. Watch that wonderful zesting
Look at you even get
motion that
and you don't want that white nasty stuff. You just want the orange part.
Mr. Doug Patterson is one of the great zesters of our time.
I've always said so.
I'm taking some little bitty itty-bitty carrots and chopping them right now like I'm supposed to, and I also have a bouillon cube that I have tried to flatten. And I would tried to flatten. Where is it? It's here somewhere. And it won't flatten. It's this big gobs of stuff. They've gotten kind of old on me, I think.
Oh, really?
Maybe perhaps they've sat in the car too many months.
Oh.
But anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and throw that in there because you're supposed to. and we'll start assembling this. I have a stir fry, and the first thing we have to do is cut up these. Well, I purposely got these little carrots because they're a lot easier to handle.
You know, that's kind of a drag of that stir-fry stuff because you have to assemble everything prior to
Stir
doing
fry
anything.
requires a great deal of this nonsense.
Preparation.
Not much you can do. Great deal of chopping. And the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on this eye over here and turn it on hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot, 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 hot. And take a little bit of
You know, it is hot in here today.
shortening spray or whatever you use. And
Don't you think?
put it in there. It's hot everywhere today. It suddenly got hot. I don't know why.
Suddenly
It
last
just did.
summer. One of those
And anyway,
Tennessee
we're going to
wheat
heat
boys.
that up, and in just a couple of minutes, we're going to take the carrots and the bouillon, which is supposed to be all smashed down.
Well, it is,
the
but
bouillon
it's cubes.
cubes. And we're going to put that in. Oh, and garlic.
Yum. You can never have enough garlic.
And I
in
already get
anything.
that pre-chopped stuff.
I do too.
That's the way to go. It's the best product ever made.
Absolutely.
Invented a few years ago, pre-chopped. So I need a small spoon. I almost hesitate to
Why
ask.
don't you use one of those?
I'll just use one of these.
Thank you so much.
Because Doris is just so mean today. I don't know what's into her. I think those grandchildren have gotten on her nerves.
Well,
She's tired, she says.
She ended up having to cater a whole big breakfast.
Oh, I know. She told me
And
about
she
it
was
a
quite
minute ago.
cheesed about the whole thing.
I was trying to get people to feel sorry for me because I had a lot of family in town this weekend, and
Didn't work, did
well,
it?
I love them dearly. You know, I had a lot of other things to do. She was hearing nothing of this. She had
So
fed
she was cheesed. and I-
approximately 20 more people than I had, worked at least 6 more hours than I did.
Well, can you blame her? I don't.
But anyway.
Okay, I've put in the teaspoon, I'm sorry, where'd he go? The teaspoon of the orange zest, and now I have actually hand squeezed a half a cup of real live orange
Did
juice.
you really?
So I'm throwing that little baby right in.
Well, good for you.
This is looking good, don't you
Is this getting
think?
hot? Yeah, it is getting hot. I need
And
to get
now-
this thing very hot.
You put in a half a teaspoon of ground cardamom. I've never tasted cardamom before.
What is cardamom? What's it smell like?
Smell.
Ooh. I can't tell you exactly what that is. Sort of a licorice
Yeah.
smell, almost, isn't it?
Right.
Cardamom.
You're just getting really good at this, Larry.
Cardamon's a big old seed, isn't it? Cardamom seed. Anybody know anything about cardamom?
That's a
Cardamom sweater. Cardamom sweater, he says. I think I have one. I'm not certain.
Oh,
A
I'm so
cardamom
sorry about this, people.
A cardamom sweater.
See, the heat has gotten to us all here. Well, anyway, now I'm going to be blending my little. This is I won't talk over the blender because you know it gets really loud.
I need a little oil. Do you have any oil here? This isn't working. I
He
need
doesn't
some
even
oil.
pay attention to me. I talk to him, and he doesn't pay one bit of attention.
I don't
to
have
me.
any oil. I'll use some
Here.
what?
There,
Oh, okay.
there's oil. Okay, you've blended this. It is all nice and smooth. And now you're going to take
Never going to get hot with Pam.
an 8-ounce, and they actually do make yogurt in 8 ounces. I'm so pleased. And it's plain yogurt. And for Larry, because I know he's kind of not well, I got some
I am well.
I got some fat-free.
Oh, there's nothing in the world wrong with me.
And you just
Why would you say
whop
that?
right in.
I have no dietary restrictions whatsoever.
Okay, whatever.
No, I left something in the car. I have to go to the car and get it.
For this recipe?
No. Thank heavens it's for the show we're doing next week. I guess it'll just have to stay in the car for
For a week or so? Ooh, well, that'll be yummy.
Oh,
And now
I got to do something here while you're getting ready to do that.
Okay.
Let me just do it because it's not interesting, but I got to show them.
Okay.
We have chicken, a lot of it, awful lot of chicken, just a lot of
They go
chicken.
cute.
So what I got to do now is take it and just one whole chicken breast, skinless, boneless, cubed. So we're just going to take this and we're just going to cube them into
Okay.
smaller cubes, and that's what I'm going to do for the next few minutes. Go ahead.
Fabulous. I put an 8-ounce container of plain yogurt, and we're going to mix this again and make it all yummy and make it nice and smooth. You know, nothing's better than a nice cold soup on a hot day, don't you think?
Yeah,
You know, I know you make a good cucumber soup.
Oh,
Yes?
I do. I make a
do?
great cucumber soup. People love it.
And
And
I
it's so
can-
simple, and it is a recipe that I did on this show probably 15 years ago. And I liked it so much that I'm still making it to this day.
Well, that's good. Now
Gotten
you,
right good at it.
you take out and you just pour this into a bowl. Now look how beautacious that is. And now,
Ooh, doesn't that garlic smell good?
do you remember that can of apricots Doris was yelling at me?
Yeah.
Well, your own good gravy, Marie.
What's going on?
I think I've resealed it.
Sometimes they just heal.
Oh, there you go. It's like the Oral Roberts school of, and there they are. And you throw these babies onto a cutting board, and you're just going to slice and dice here. And then you're going to add that to your soup, and you're going to chill it. I would chill it overnight if I were you.
I'm getting these little globules of fat off of this chicken, you know, right on the end
Well,
there.
let's
They
not
got
get
little
personal.
globules of fat. Let me show you one of them. Here's what you got to get rid of on these
I'm
things.
doing the
See
best
that,
I can.
See that little rascal there? That kind of holds it together. And so I just kind of eliminate that because it isn't going to get any better. You've cooked it for
You're
a while.
telling
Believe
me.
me, it's not.
This is-
Got this on a high heat, and I'm already started to add the chicken in pieces because the chicken has to be done, or at least I think it should be, so as we don't come down with nothing. And so I'm going on ahead and feeding that in there on high, and then I'm going to add everything else here in a minute. Go ahead, Mr. Douglas.
Well, I'm chopping up the remaining apricots here because you want a little taste treat while you have your frappéed soup. Frappéed, isn't that big words?
Is this a summer soup, cold soup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they say, before a spicy meal, this will cleanse your palate.
Oh, so
So
you
you
could
could, like,
actually use
serve
it
it.
instead of sorbet or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is quite tasty, I have to admit. And we're going to fold these little apricot bits into that cold soup, and then we're going to chill it.
Awful lot of chicken. I think if you assembled all this would be 2 or 3 chickens. I mean, if you could put it back together and make it fly. Although chickens really can't fly.
Okay, here we go. Now just add that.
I'm so afraid to leave any dishes lay around here. Everybody's crabbing about how many dishes they've got to deal with today.
Well, I know. Oops.
Anyway, going to continue working this chicken around on high heat until it gets a little more done than that, because I don't want to eat anything raw. And to make sure I don't, I'm going to continue to. You can see it's starting to get there, but it's got a fur piece to go. So we'll cook it for a little bit, and then we'll add some of the other stuff. Doug,
Well, I've added the
how have you been?
apricot. I've been really good.
Good.
I'm really happy. I know you had a lot of company this weekend. Did you survive?
Oh, I had wonderful friends and beautiful people at my home,
That's
but
great.
there was just an awful lot of it.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of pigeon peas? Does anybody ever heard of pigeon peas? How many people on the staff heard of pigeon peas? All say aye. If you haven't heard of pigeon peas, say no.
No.
I hadn't either.
Oh.
So you know what I did? I just went out and just got some of these things. These are snow peas. They're snow peas, huh? Well, of course they are, just snow peas. So I'm going to wash those. Whoops, there's a bad one. And I'm just going to wash them in the bag.
Are you?
Because I'm just mortally afraid that if we get a couple more dishes going here, they're not going to do, they'll just leave all of them. They'll
Oh,
just
I
walk
know.
out.
They do get a tad huffy on these, you know, when we use every utensil we own.
And I'm going to add those in there at the last minute. They don't need to cook but just a couple of seconds.
I'm taking my soup, this would be it, in a bowl, and put it in the refrigerator to chill. Goodbye. Bye, Lair.
You don't have to split those kind, do you, Doris? Nah. You don't have to split snow peas, do you? I don't think you have to. Oh, I don't think you have to. I'm not going to. We're not going to do that, Doris. Doris is trying to convince me to do the right thing. I don't think you do. These aren't like those old peas that we grow in the garden. These are little snow peas. You might want to take little tips off, but you don't even have to do that. Huh? Where do they grow?
Snow.
Well, yeah, in the snow. Anyway, now don't let me forget, I've got to add some chicken broth, some rice here in a couple of minutes, and some, of course, orange juice.
Ooh,
But
yum.
right now, I'm just trying to get the chicken part of this done. I'm sure glad I added this. Do we have a cover? I need to cover this. It's not cooking fast enough. Let's, where are you in your recipe? Are you done?
I'm about to do my presentation.
Well, go ahead, and then you can give the recipe.
This is a chilled soup. I've chilled it overnight.
cooking
Oh my
fast
gosh,
enough.
it turns into yum.
Well, oh, isn't it pretty? It looks rather gelatinous.
Well, it's not. It's cold.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's right thick.
I know. That's that yogurt.
You know,
Sort of-
that's one of those soups that I think that probably would just fill you up if you had it before a meal. I don't think you'd want a bowl that large.
Okay, fine.
No, it's nothing personal. I think you'd be full if you ate that.
My friend Martha actually brought, this calls for your garnish of live mint, and my friend Martha brought me some real homegrown mint, none of that store-bought stuff.
You know, I've got it this year, too. I
Do
have
you?
planted some down by my creek.
Ooh,
You know, I have a creek.
can I get some?
You certainly can. In fact, I have planted for the first time in a couple, isn't that beautiful?
Tell me.
First time in a
presentation.
couple of years I've planted an entire herb garden this
Oh, I'm
year.
so jealous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
So how you doing?
well, you need to give your recipe because
sorry.
I'm not doing well. Thank you
Okay.
for asking, but I'm not doing well.
Apricot orange soup was sent in by a fan, and they really know what they're doing here. 2 cans, 17 ounces each. Believe me, people, you're not going to find them. Of apricot halves. 1 teaspoon of orange zest, half a teaspoon of ground cardamom, 1/2 cup orange juice, and an 8-ounce plain yogurt. And you mix it all together, and you put it in the refrigerator to chill overnight, and you garnish with a sprig of mint, and it is quite a beautiful dish. It'd be beautiful in the summertime.
Okay, I'm adding the final things in here. Just a little touch of orange juice, some chicken bouillon, and the rice, which has to be pre-cooked. Two things of it, and now I've added some snow peas to that. They call specifically for pigeon peas.
I never heard of it.
I don't know what pigeon peas are, and I'm going to have to cover it. You shouldn't have to do that, but I got to because we're down to the last little nub of the show, and I'm not even close. But thank heavens, chicken is done. That's the cover.
And so is
Okay,
the
let's
soup.
bring in the let me go ahead and do my recipe while the very lovely Doris comes in. Orange chicken stir fry. 2 cups of pre-cooked white rice, a cup of diced carrots, a clove of minced garlic, about a teaspoonful, maybe a little more if you like it. That's already pre-chopped. 1/4 cup of clear chicken broth, a 1/2 cup of orange juice, a whole chicken breast, skinless, boneless, and cubed, and a cup of pigeon peas drained. But I use just
Plain old
just plain old snow peas.
But nothing
I
is
think
better
they're good
than
enough.
snow peas. I
And
love
now
snow
here
peas.
she is, ladies and gentlemen, the very lovely Dora.
No, it's not Doris.
Well, it's not Dora.
It's the lovely Miss
Yeah.
Carol.
Surprise.
It's the lovely Miss Carol. And I don't understand, how are they like switching back and forth on them when you're in here? Have you got like a
It's
remote?
magic,
Have you got a
yes.
remote control on you?
Telepathically sending it through the wall
Or through the microwave.
or through the microwave.
Okay.
This is a recipe that is perfect for today. It's really, really hot outside at the time that we're taping this. And this is called Pink Cloud Drink. And it's from Eva Stump of Roanoke, Virginia.
Eva, you
and
go,
I'm
girl.
going to have to lay this over here. And thank you, Doris, for plugging this in. She's taking care of me. First thing you've got to do is put in a package of strawberries.
did you have to like pay her off to not appear on the show today? Oh, okay.
Not at all. And here we go. It's the crazy blender. And nothing is happening.
Well, put the liquid in. That'll happen. Do what?
Well,
We're having
it
technical
says
difficulties.
Oh, look. A guest appearance by the...
Guest appearance. I figured she'd get in there. Keep it running.
Okay, keep
Be
it
very careful. If you
running.
get it caught in there, we're all dead meat.
They're not going anywhere.
If you add your liquid, wouldn't that help?
Well, it says to mush them first. There we go.
Yeah,
There
there
they
you
go.
But you got to be careful when you're mushing. If you get it down in there too far, it's a goner.
There we go.
Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen.
We are professionals.
We are professionals. We are licensed.
Okay.
Well, that's looking pretty good,
All right,
Carol.
we'll just do strawberries for now. Now we're going to add a cup of milk. Thank you for the sound effects. Very nice. We'll kind of mush that around.
We live to serve.
And we need to add...
The only woman, ladies and gentlemen, who directs a show and appears on it simultaneously from different rooms.
It's amazing.
Is that where Jim Hammerstrom
disappeared
to? I noticed that we had tag team camera work over here today.
Well, how festive.
And while I'm doing this, I'd like to say hello to some friends down in Carroll County in River Hill.
All right.
They're big fans of the show. I was just
Great.
down there yesterday, and they said to tell you all hello.
Well, bless your hearts. I
Yeah.
love Carroll County. I get down there frequently. I really do.
It's not even named after me.
Miss Carroll County, they were going to call
Here
it.
it goes.
Hey, now that's perfect. Well, it's
Yep.
close. Smushing, some more smushing.
Push it. Here we go.
Oh, it's smushing time again. I'm going to leave you.
All right. And we're running out of time, so folks,
There
you
it
know
is.
what? That's close enough.
Well, it's beautiful.
It is.
Is it pourable?
And I don't know
course
if
it
it is
is.
or not.
Well,
What we
it's
may
just-
do is take it
Here
off
you
the
go.
side and finish it up while you're finishing your stir
Yes,
fry.
he has a way to do this.
Hey.
Yeah, y'all take that off, and
Yep,
because
put it out of your
thank you, lovely Carol. Isn't it wonderful? She appeared on the show,
It's
behind the
beautiful.
show, in the show, under the show, around
I
the
almost
show.
forgot what she looked like for a second
So
there.
anyway, now we have this stuff doesn't look much like a stir fry. It looks more like a stir soup to me. Had this been done the way it was supposed to, it'd probably been done on a wok. Everything would have been put in individually and would have just, but look how pretty those snow peas are. If your television is adjusted properly, they should be just a bright green.
They're beautiful.
So anyway, but I need,
You
I
need
tell you what,
plates?
if you would be so kind
I
as to
would be
bring the
delighted.
plates over here, I'll just do this part here.
I would do that.
This is much too goopy and mushy. It should have been hotter. It should have been in a wok. It should have been done
Correctly.
You get it.
Oh.
But it's a stir fry, and it'll still taste like a stir fry, and it has lots of orangey flavor to it.
Oh, I like
and it
snow
does
peas.
have, oh, I do too.
You can't go wrong with snow
Look how
peas in
pretty
my
that
book.
is. It is just gorgeous. It really is just gorgeous. There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll put some of this in here too.
Can I go away?
Oh yes, you can.
Thank you.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you.
Okay.
He's going off to the lower 40. And I'll just finish putting this on here, and I'll join you in just a second. Did I give mine? Did we give hers? Did she give her?
Oh, no.
Everybody gave the recipes, right? Has everybody given a recipe?
I don't know if Miss Carol and
Miss Carol gave hers. I think
Did
she
she?
did.
Okay,
Didn't she?
then we are
Did she
A-OK.
give hers? Package of frozen strawberries and light syrup, a cup of sweet milk, 2 cups of frozen strawberry or yogurt or strawberry ice cream. I think she did. She did a wonderful job. She just wowed us so much we couldn't remember.
It was so nice to see her. I thought she didn't
It
exist.
really
I thought
was.
it was just
We've
like
been talking about
a big
this
joke.
Miss Carol for years, and well, she really does exist.
I know.
You see.
I'm so impressed.
So what did? What you need? Oh, you're going to bring that in? There we go. Aren't these pretty? Ooh, our dessert. Thank you very
Yum.
much, ladies and gentlemen. A hand appearance.
She's become a hand
She's
model
become
on
a
us.
hand model. Dolores Dorley. I can't talk today.
Ah.
Now, which friend of yours gave you this? Oh, I love this.
Martha. You know Martha.
Oh, now I won't have to brush my teeth again today.
Well, you know, this is really good.
I like it.
No, it's stir fry.
Oh, is it?
Really good.
It doesn't have any salt in it. Doesn't have any pepper in it.
Well, I
Got to be
think-
something wrong with it.
Well, I think it's probably good for you then. I'm sort of sworn off a little bit on salt, you know?
Does it have any orangey taste at all?
Well, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, then it must not.
Okay, fine.
What is supposed to be an orange flavor, something really odd.
How's the soup?
Well, the soup is good. What happened was, I tried that, and now I can't taste orange because I have the apricot flavor. in
And the
my mouth.
cardamom, which enhances the
The cardamom sweater.
essence of the apricot. You really don't care, do you? Okay.
No, doesn't. No,
Doesn't float your boat.
not bad.
Okay. I'm going to try.
But you're right, that's pretty good. It came out all right. Still, I'm sure there are an awful lot of people laughing at us for that recipe. What do you think?
Well, it's like melted strawberry ice cream.
So,
So it's good.
you could have just set the box out on the counter and let it melt. Is that what
Pretty
you're
much.
saying?
Yeah, pretty much. No, actually, it's really good.
You better be careful. Miss Carol has her finger on the button, even as we speak. And the button's your camera,
That figures.
which we may never come back on again.
That figures too.
Well, you know what? It is pretty good, but how could you argue with that?
I
It
know.
is a nice little dessert. Let's set by.
Bye.